The Earth's surface is covered by vast oceans, occupying 2/3 of the total surface area of the planet. In contrast, only 1/4 of the land is available for human habitation. However, even within this 1/4 of land, 14% consists of deserts, 27% comprises mountains, and other areas that are less suitable for human habitation. Despite humans having been the rulers of the earth for a long time, there are still places that retain a mysterious and dangerous allure. In this technologically advanced 21st century, we remain unable to set foot in these places. These locations seem to be veiled by an invisible barrier, keeping humanity at bay and sparking a profound curiosity within us for these unknown territories. The Sahara Desert, the largest sandy desert in the world, was formed approximately 2.5 million years ago. It spans a vast area of around 9.32 million square kilometers and is located in northern Africa. The Sahara Desert possesses extremely harsh climatic conditions and is considered one of the most inhospitable regions on Earth. Its name originates from the Arabic language, translating to the Great Desert. For a long time, the Sahara Desert has hindered explorers from venturing deep into its heart, serving as an unseen frontier. However, with the opening of several routes traversing the desert, the dreams of adventurers have finally become a reality. Traveling through this mysterious expanse is a supreme test of physical and mental endurance, while simultaneously offering unique and exhilarating experiences. Away from the hustle and bustle, meandering through the endless sand dunes, exploring primitive African tribes, and seeking treasures in bustling oases. This journey typically begins from Tunisia or Morocco, with opportunities to visit ancient cities along the way. Then, travelers join specialized vehicles and expedition teams to embark on the adventure together. The duration of the trip can be adjusted accordingly, but it generally takes a minimum of 3 weeks, with some journeys extending up to 2 months. The cost of participating in this extraordinary expedition usually ranges between $2,500 and $4,000. As long as you dare to embark on this journey, the Sahara Desert will become an unforgettable adventure destination for a lifetime. The Arabian Desert, located in the eastern part of the Sahara Desert, is an integral part of North Africa. It is situated in eastern Egypt, between the Nile Valley, the Suez Canal, and the Red Sea, earning it the name Eastern Desert. It is the second largest desert in the world. The central region of the desert is dominated by the Maza Plateau, while the eastern side is adorned with isolated peaks such as Jebel Shaib al-Banat, Jebel Sibai, and Jebel Nagat. Its southern border meets Sudan's Nubian Desert. The majority of the area consists of gravel deserts and exposed rocky hills, ranging in elevation from 300 to 1,000 meters. The desert is intersected by intermittent rivers like the Wadi Talfa, Wadi Hudian, and their tributaries running east to west, as well as seasonal rivers like the Wadi Kinna running north to south. Habitation in the Arabian Desert dates back to the early Pleistocene. Various human-made artifacts, such as remnants from the Neolithic era, showcase ancient cultural heritage, particularly in the southwestern Rub al Khali Desert. Over the past 3,000 years, the Bedouin people have adapted to nomadic desert life through practices such as camel, horse, and sheep husbandry, as well as cultivating crops like dates. Cultural interactions between nomadic tribes and settled populations have occurred through religious rituals, long-distance trade, and poetic exchanges. The advent of modernization has brought about significant changes, with many Bedouin people migrating to urban areas while still maintaining some traditional nomadic practices. Simultaneously, the discovery of oil has accelerated the infiltration of Western culture, introducing modern conveniences into the Bedouin way of life. Trucks, for instance, play a crucial role in Bedouin life, serving multiple purposes and connecting cities with the desert, preserving the rich history and culture of this land. The Libyan Desert, located in the northeastern part of the Sahara Desert, encompasses central and western regions of Egypt as well as eastern areas of Libya. This desert resembles a sloping plateau from south to north, with the southern part ranging in elevation from approximately 350 to 500 meters, while the central and northern parts range from 100 to 250 meters. The highest terrain is found in the southwest, reaching elevations of up to 1,800 meters. Stretching from eastern Libya to southwestern Egypt and extending to the northwest of Sudan, this desert landscape consists of multiple rock plateaus and rocky or sandy plains. The arid climate makes it unsuitable for habitation. However, it is precisely this desolate desert that brings about a mysterious and awe-inspiring allure. In the desert, one can experience a sense of seclusion and tranquility, witnessing the immense power and vastness of nature. Standing atop the rock plateaus, overlooking the boundless sea of sand, one is captivated by the magnificent scenery of nature, while the sandy plains stretch out like an endless golden ocean. Although it is not habitable, this simple yet enigmatic desert showcases the power and charm of nature, inviting us to explore and appreciate its wonders. The Australian Desert, Australia's largest and the world's fourth largest desert, is composed of four main parts: the Great Sandy Desert, the Great Victoria Desert, the Gibson Desert, and the Simpson Desert. It is located in the southwest region of Australia, covering an area of approximately 1.55 million square kilometers. The climate in this desert is extremely arid, with scarce rainfall. The summer temperatures can reach as high as 50 degrees Celsius. On this desert, there are no tall trees to obstruct the view, and the howling winds become almost the only sound. Such an environment easily gives the impression of a barren and lifeless place. However, in 1973, a botanist named Len Beadell made a remarkable discovery during his motorcycle journey, which astonished everyone. It turns out that this desert is home to over 3,600 thriving plant species, surpassing the species diversity of the tropical rainforests in South America. These resilient life forms survive in the arid environment with minimal water and nutrients. This place, referred to as the Desert Garden by its discoverer, is a testament to the tenacity and adaptability of life. The Australian desert is not just a desert, it is a witness to the miracle of life, showcasing the unique charm of nature. The Gobi Desert, also known as the Great Gobi, is the northernmost desert in the world. It is located between the People's Republic of China and Mongolia, covering a vast area of 1.3 million square kilometers. It spans across various regions in Mongolia, including East Gobi, Central Gobi, South Gobi, and Gobi Altai Province, as well as the western part of Inner Mongolia Autonomous Region in China. The two edges of the Gobi Desert are referred to as the Southern Gobi and the Northern Gobi. This region was once an important section of the ancient Silk Road, extending along the northern and western edges of the Taklamakan Desert, passing through the southern part of the Alashan Desert and the Gashan Gobi. European knowledge of the Gobi region primarily comes from the descriptions by Marco Polo, although they never truly traveled through it themselves. The most notable cultural heritage in the Gobi Desert is the series of Buddhist cave temples located near Dunhuang City in China. These temples were built between the 4th and 10th centuries and have been remarkably preserved in the dry desert air. They contain a vast number of high-quality murals and documents, showcasing the brilliance of ancient art. The study of these cave temples initially benefited from the discoveries made by the Hungarian-British archaeologist and geographer Aurel Stein in the Thousand Buddha Caves in 1907. The Gobi Desert is also a treasure trove of dinosaur fossils. Numerous Cretaceous dinosaur fossils have been excavated, providing important information for the study of paleontology. When mentioning the Gobi Desert, there is also a legendary creature that adds to its mysterious charm, the Mongolian deathworm. It is said to inhabit this desert and is described as a worm-like monster, adding to the allure and mystique of this desert. The Patagonia Desert, a vast and mysterious land, is like a hidden treasure in the southern part of Argentina. It showcases diverse landscapes, ranging from plateaus to coastal plains, and from glacially carved fjords that leave people in awe. However, what makes it truly captivating is not only its magnificent natural scenery but also the astonishing secrets hidden deep underground. The climate in Patagonia is cold and dry, with limited rainfall, resulting in intermittent rivers that carve spectacular valleys. In the southern region, where it is colder and rainfall is scarce, the famous Patagonia Desert is formed. Yet, this seemingly desolate desert holds incredible treasures. The Patagonia region is a paradise for paleontologists, especially those studying dinosaurs. It is hailed as the holy land of Cretaceous dinosaurs, with fossil remains that leave people amazed. Among them, the most remarkable findings include unprecedented giant dinosaur skeletons measuring up to 32 meters in length. These are among the largest known dinosaurs to date. Additionally, Patagonia has revealed fossils of two other gigantic dinosaur species that are famous for their enormous size. Due to rising sea levels and natural erosion, many sedimentary deposits are exposed on the surface of the desert and wastelands, making fossils easily detectable and accessible. As a result, Patagonia has become one of the hottest destinations for archaeologists. These dinosaurs flourished on the independent South American continent and exhibited more distinct evolutionary features compared to their counterparts on other land masses. The discovery of the largest sauropod dinosaur footprints and fossils in other locations suggested that even larger dinosaur fossils were yet to be unearthed. Undoubtedly, before 2008, no place had yielded dinosaur fossils more gigantic than the ones found in the Patagonia region of Argentina. In the southern Arabian Peninsula, there lies a mysterious and vast desert known as the Rub al Khali Desert. Occupying thousands of square kilometers, this region showcases diverse terrains, ranging from scattered oases to gravel deserts, sand dunes, and salt flats, each displaying the wonders and uniqueness of nature. The climate here is hot and arid, with scorching temperatures during summer that are unbearable and bone-chilling cold during winter that is hard to imagine. Rainfall is scarce, with some areas experiencing precipitation only once in several years. Located primarily within Saudi Arabia, this expansive desert is the largest continuous sand desert in the world. It boasts diverse landscapes, with the western part characterized by gravel deserts and sand dunes, while the eastern part consists of salt marshes, sand hills, and small sabkhas. It is one of the driest regions on Earth, sparsely populated and shrouded in mystery. It is worth mentioning that in 1975, one of the world's largest oil fields, Gobi, was discovered in this vast desert. This discovery changed the fate of the region, with various towns and oil field locations named after urban settlements, facilitating exploration and development. The Kalahari Desert, also known as the Kalahari Basin, is a major geographical region in central and southern Africa, with a total area of approximately 630,000 square kilometers. The Kalahari Desert has yielded fascinating discoveries in archaeological research. Some ostrich eggshell beads found in the Kalahari Desert of Lesotho have revealed ancient human interaction and communication. These beads, dating back to the Stone Age around 33,000 years ago, suggested that people during that time may have established friendly relations through bead exchange, akin to the modern-day liking on social networks. In fact, this tradition of bead exchange still persists in some desert tribes of present-day Lesotho. Research led by archaeologist Stewart from the University of Michigan delved into the Kalahari Desert, discovering that it comprised high-altitude regions with solid rock formations, which were not the natural habitat of ostriches. This raised curiosity about the origin of the ostrich eggshell beads used by local tribes. To solve this puzzle, they employed strontium isotope analysis on soil samples, plants, enamel from rodent teeth in museum collections, and the ostrich eggshell beads from the Kalahari Desert and its surrounding areas. The results indicated that nearly 80% of the beads did not originate from Lesotho itself. The research team speculated that these beads possibly came from locations as far as 325 to 1,000 kilometers away from Lesotho, or they could have been exchanged by people living in coastal regions of Lesotho at that time to establish marital or friendly relationships. This discovery revealed the ancient human interactions and cultural blending, providing deeper insights into the diversity and complexity of human history. The Great Sandy Desert is one of the 4 major deserts in Australia, located in the desert region of Western Australia. It covers an area of approximately 410,000 square kilometers, primarily composed of sand dunes with some rocky areas in the central part. Since the 1990s, the northern regions of Australia have embraced the Desert Knowledge Economy strategy, aiming to manage and conserve the desert environment. The government has dispatched experts to impart knowledge on desert management and implemented a range of incentive policies, such as tax breaks, subsidies, and interest-free loans, to encourage the establishment of private ecological farms in the desert areas. Willow trees, shrubs, and grass seeds, which are effective in stabilizing and fixing sand, have been widely planted and managed using scientific methods and planning, resulting in high survival rates. The regional government has also established public institutions such as the Desert Television Broadcasting Network, research organizations, and desert national parks to promote and showcase the latest research achievements. Thanks to the implementation of the Desert Knowledge Economy strategy, the once barren Great Sandy Desert, once known as the Heart of the North in Australia, has now transformed into a lush green landscape. The sandy terrain is covered with dense vegetation, and vast desert oases have even emerged, with the fragrance of fruits and melons wafting through desert farms. The Taklamakan Desert is the largest desert in China and the world's 10th largest desert. It is also the second largest shifting sand desert. The desert spans approximately 1,000 kilometers from east to west and has a width of 400 kilometers from north to south, covering a total area of 330,000 square kilometers. The annual average precipitation in this desert does not exceed 100 millimeters, while the evaporation rate ranges from 2,500 to 3,400 millimeters. The desert is characterized by majestic pyramid-shaped sand dunes rising above the plains. Some of these dunes reach heights of up to 300 meters. When whipped by strong winds, the height of the sand walls can triple, causing the dunes to constantly shift and change the appearance of the desert. Despite being an arid and desolate desert, there are resilient plants that manage to survive in the Taklamakan Desert. These plants have extensively developed root systems that can be dozens or even hundreds of times larger than their above-ground parts, allowing them to absorb underground water. As for the desert's animals, they have adapted to the harsh conditions by hibernating and waiting for suitable opportunities. The Taklamakan Desert holds a rich historical and cultural heritage as an important part of the ancient Silk Road. The ruins of once thriving cities, such as Jingjiwa, Lulan, and Chiama, can still be found along the Naya River, Korea River, and Andor Basin. However, very few people have had the opportunity to visit or learn about them. On the Red and White Mountains by the Hattin River, ancient fortresses built during the Tang dynasty still stand, showcasing the profound history to those discerning travelers who pay attention to the cultural significance and social topics related to their journeys. If one wishes to traverse the Taklamakan Desert, it is essential to understand the culture of the ancient Silk Road. To comprehend the culture of the ancient Silk Road, one cannot overlook the histories of the ancient kingdoms in the western regions and the various changes that have occurred over thousands of years. Why are the ruins of these ancient kingdoms mostly far removed from human society today, silently slumbering in the desert? This is a thought-provoking topic closely related to the natural environment and environmental conservation. In the Taklamakan Desert, a land full of mystery and history, the convergence of nature and humanity sparks endless contemplation and leads us to explore the treasures of historical culture. Across the expansive land of the world, each of the top 10 deserts carries its unique charm and stories, from the vast expanse of the Taklamakan Desert to the mysterious romance of the Sahara Desert. Every desert tells us captivating tales about nature, history, and the intricate relationship with humanity.